I know I'm not the only one who notices that everything is going up except for the wages of these damn jobs, and we finna talk about it. I just hate how older people always talking about, oh, y'all young people don't want to work. Y'all always want stuff handed to y'all. Y'all lazy. Y'all always complaining. Pause. Let me pause you right there. Do y'all not realize that it's so fucking hard living in this generation in today's time compared to how it was in 1950, 1960, 1970, and the 80 and the 90s? It's very hard in 2024. See, back then, y'all rent was $200, $300, $400 a month. Y'all little car note was not that expensive. Grocery back then was not that expensive. You could probably get away with paying $40 for a whole carload of groceries. Nowadays, you can spend over $500, $200 just going to the store, going to Walmart and Publix, getting a few items, and that's it. Like, people, we struggling. I don't think y'all older people really understand how hard it is. I'm 22. How hard it is trying to pay for gas, pay for your car note, pay for your car insurance, working the bare minimum. I'm a teacher with my associate's degree, still getting paid the fucking bare minimum. Might get paid $12, $13, $14, but you got athletes out here kicking the damn ball, getting paid fucking millions. Make it make sense. And they ain't doing shit to change the world, but playing with a fucking ball. All right. And then soon as we quit a little job, y'all always want to talk about, oh, you should have held on to that little job, or oh, you should have kept it. Don't nobody want to put up with the fucking bare minimum, especially if we get paid like $10 an hour, $11 an hour. Like, who the fuck still doing minimum wage? I don't get it. Like, why is everything going up, but the wages in these jobs ain't going up? Like, the cost of living is going up. Our rent went from $950 to $1,000. They did not come in. They did not renovate nothing, fix nothing. They ain't did shit. The rent just automatically went up January the 1st. Be fucking for real. You got groceries going the fuck up. I know when I was small, we could go out to eat, a family of 3, family of 4, and pay maybe $60, $50. Maybe, yeah, 65, maybe $50. But nowadays, you're going to pay over $100 just to go out to eat and get a drink and a meal. Over $100 plus taxes. I don't really understand that shit. Like, I'm starting to notice the prices in groceries has went up. Tissue, goddamn paper towels, food, lunch meat, juice, goddamn eggs, goddamn. Like, it's really hard to live, and I don't think y'all older people really realize that, because y'all so busy getting Social Security and retirement, and you ain't got to work, and you ain't got to do this. Y'all getting this shit every month, but we still struggling for the bare minimum, working these bare minimum ass jobs that don't want to pay us. Make it make sense. Quit the fucking foolery, because it's not, I don't like that shit. Y'all be having all that shit to say, but y'all don't really understand what us young millennials go through. I don't think y'all really understand it. I was looking at a post on Facebook that was showing, like the cost of living back in 1938, where you could get milk for 45 cents, a piece of candy for 10 cents. You could pay $460 for a car. A new house was $3,000. Gas was maybe 56 cents. You're not going to get that with that in today's time. You can't even get a piece of damn bubble gum with damn 10 cents. You're going to pay $1 and some damn change, or maybe more than that. So for older people, always be talking about, oh, we lazy, we this, we that. Look, compare the prices from 2024 back to 1950. Please compare it. Because if you compare the prices, the value of a dollar has definitely changed. A car is high, car note, bills, light bill, everything is fucking high. Like, you really got us millennials depending on paycheck to paycheck because we're struggling. We got to work 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs just to make ends meet. If you're not a celebrity, or if you're not an athlete, you done. Or if you're not a doctor or a nurse, or if you don't have no kind of degree, and you certified in whatever, that's it. You done. And then school is fucking high too. Going to school is fucking high. School loans, school debt, student debt, all that shit is fucking high. Very high. You still got to pay money once you graduate and get that damn degree. Make it make sense. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of y'all old people always talking about we lazy and we complain too much. No, y'all just don't understand how hard it is trying to live when y'all had it easy back in y'all day. Fuck. Then you have to be making double the amount of rent in order to live in a $1,200 2-bedroom, maybe 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, an apartment. Like, everything is high. You can't even stay by your damn self no more because you got to have a roommate to help you split the damn bills. Like, what the hell? And then if you're not on food stamps, them little taxes gonna eat your ass up. That's why you see everybody applying for food stamps and getting stamps. Yeah, because everything is fucking high. So before y'all old people get to talking about, oh, y'all don't want to do this, oh, y'all don't want to do that, y'all getting down retirement while we still trying to work our way up. Like, we struggling real fucking bad. Real bad. Better ask somebody.
Y'all, look at the cost of living in 1938, man. A new house, $3,900. The average income was $1,700. So you mean to tell me if you had no responsibilities or if you had a plan, you could save up your checks for 2 years and be a homeowner? House paid off. That's crazy work. New car, $860. Average rent was $27. Tuition to Harvard was $420 per year. Movie ticket 25 cents. Gasoline 10 cents per gallon. And United States postage stamp is 3 cents. I was going to say I would be living like a god back then, but then I remember it's 1938. I'd be living like a runaway slave. So, yeah. Anyway, I thought it would be cool to go ahead and compare some of those numbers to today's pricing. Now, everything I'm about to say is going to be based on average, so it may be different in your area depending on where you live. But the average cost of a home nowadays is $644,750 in the United States. The average income for Americans is $40,000 per year. The average car price nowadays is anywhere between $48,000 and $49,000. Now, according to Zillow.com, the average rent in the United States right now is about $1,813 per month. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more in some places like New York or Florida, Miami. Any places that have a lot of people, rent's obviously going to be higher. Now, one of the ones that was most interesting was the tuition to Harvard University being $420 per year. Tuition to Harvard University today costs $13,000 after financial aid, $86,000 without it. The average movie ticket nowadays is about $12. Gas is about, on average, $3.26 per gallon. California, I'm so sorry. And the cost of a stamp in the United States is about 73 cents. Now, what's crazy is the fact that we went from a $1,700 average annual income to about a $40,000 annual income, which is about a 2,250% increase, right? It sounds pretty good. But it's crazy that the average cost of a new house being $3,900 back in 1938 has skyrocketed to $644,000 in 2025, amounting to a 16,000% increase. Don't ask me why I'm broke.
I am moving back into my parents' house at 23 years old, and let's fucking talk about it. I got this apartment about a year ago, and I had just graduated college. I graduated with a Bachelor in Arts of Psychology with a minor in Creative Writing and English. Now, I'm sorry, but a 4-year psychology degree is absolutely useless unless you go forward with it. I didn't have money nor time to go forward with it, so I wanted to get straight into the job field, and I could always go back to school. So I went and I got a sales job, a corporate sales job. And it was obviously a 9-to-5 every single day, Monday through Friday. And if anyone who works in sales knows that your first year absolutely sucks. I could not afford my own rent and my student loan payment just on the salary alone. It was around $47K, just to be fully transparent. It wasn't around, it was $47K, sorry. And before anyone fucking says, oh, dude, you weren't working. I worked 7 days a week. I got a part-time job serving on the weekends. So I would do Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, working in Jamaica, Queens, and going door to door. Not a good area, especially when you don't know how to parallel park, because I'm from Long Island. Anyways, going there Monday through Friday, I would drive back in around 2 hours worth of traffic, and then on Saturday and Sunday, I would go and serve at a restaurant all day a double. And that still was barely getting me by. So I hated the job so much, and I was like, okay, this is like, I could make this somewhere else. I might as well find another job. I've wanted to be a teacher for a while now. I haven't been able to afford to go back to school. So I'm now a preschool teacher, right? Which I work Monday through Friday, actually 8 to 6 o'clock sometimes. It really depends on the day. Usually it's 5:30, but 6 o'clock is how it goes. I also keep that serving job on the weekends because I cannot afford to live. I cannot afford to live. I do not hang out with friends. I don't go out very often. I'm also not a drinker, so I don't go out and anything like that, right? I still cannot afford to live. I'm draining my savings, which I don't want to be doing in my 20s. I'm 23 years old. I want to be building my savings at anything. So I decided to move back with my parents for a year. I was very against it because me and my parents, we get along, but from a distance. But it was my last option, and the cost of living is absolutely insane despite working 7 days a week. If I even tried to get another job, it would have to be an overnight shift somewhere. That's not manageable when I have to get up as early as I do. It makes me mad when people say, oh, like, Gen Z is so lazy. I promise you I'm the least thing from lazy. I have a crippling fear of not doing enough. I actually hate not having something to do. I can't just relax and watch TV. I don't even watch TV unless my boyfriend's here. I am always cleaning. I am always doing something, or I am working. I never just sit down and relax. I think it's an anxiety thing. But at 23 years old, having a full-time job with benefits and all, I should be able to afford my living situation. Yet I can't, and I'm not the only one who has this shit. Any entry-level job is not enough money to live on. And it sucks. It sucks. I'm going back to school to get my master's, and that is why I'm moving back with my parents, because I will not be able to work 7 days a week while taking a full thing of classes. Yay, so fun.